Adam, great to have you back on WST, and congratulations on the new deal. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me. Always good to be here. And yeah, exciting.
Exciting for everyone, exciting for fans, I'm sure, with you and your family. First off, before we even get to the deal, congratulations on running it back. What an incredible run your club had there at the end of 2021, winning the Grey Cup again, the big celebration. Obviously, it was just in time with what's happened with the virus. Everyone's sort of shutting it down. But what do you remember about that victory? And are you still on a high from winning another championship with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean it was quite the run. With that game, I remember it pretty vividly throughout the whole thing, just because it was such a quarter by quarter game. If you had the win, you had the opportunity, and we finished the game with the win, knowing that we were going to have a good opportunity to win the game. And so I mean, but you really just can't forget that electrifying moment when we get the pick and we're celebrating. I mean, it's just the game ends on one play, and it's just such a good feeling that it's over, and that it's yours. I mean, if you go back to 2019, we handled that game pretty well, and this was a little bit more of a fight. So it was electrifying.
Well, and you mentioned that final play. I mean, as the guy that was the nominee as the most outstanding defensive player, I know you said it yourself when you won the award. I mean, this is as much of a team award as there ever maybe was, just because of how historically good that defense was. I can't imagine a more appropriate way to win a championship than on a walk-off pick that three guys touched the ball on.
Yeah, no, it was. You said it right. I mean, it's something that.
What's up, Bo?
Well, you wanted to wear your Bomber jersey today?
He's looking good.
Yeah, he wanted to wear his Bombers. Can you wave hi?
What's up, Bo? How are you?
Good. All right, Daddy's gonna do a call, okay? Yeah, I mean, it was really cementing the legacy of the year for our defense, and writing and finishing that final chapter. And we've been able to do a lot of special things throughout the entire year, and for us to win the game when we needed to, and with our opportunity, yeah, very fitting. So I don't think the story could have been written much better.
Now, we'll get right into that CFL offseason, a little shorter this year because of the timing of the season. You've seen a number of your teammates re-sign over the last couple of weeks, and yesterday you put pen to paper. Was it a difficult decision, difficult negotiation? Tell us about how it all came about.
Yeah, I mean, it was something, I was in talks with them early, and we're trying to get something done early. It took a little bit longer than I would have wanted, but at the end of the day, happy nonetheless that we're here now and everything's completed. So been great seeing a lot of my teammates signing and coming back, and it just gives me a good feeling of confidence that we're going to have that continuity again moving forward, which was such a big deal. And obviously Zach signing after me on the same day, I mean, it's just another huge rubber stamp on what we're coming to do in 2022. So yeah, great feeling. Couldn't be happier. I mean, the process to getting it done, it wasn't that hard. I mean, I'm happy. I think I said it in the media yesterday at my press conference. I by no means did I maximize my value in my contract. You got to go to free agency to do that. But that really wasn't my focus. So we were able to work out a deal that worked for everybody.
Well, and I mean, that's a common theme we've heard from a number of players. I mean, we had a similar conversation with Jackson Jeffcoat last week. And I think it's very clear that the winning, the culture that Mike O'Shea and the organization has created makes guys want to stay. But in addition, for you, I mean, he's a guy with a young family that's gotten involved with business interest outside of football here in the city. It really does seem like Team Bighill was a perfect marriage for Winnipeg. Would you agree? And why has that been? And has it been even better than you imagined when you first came here to Winnipeg?
Yeah, I think it's just continued to be even better than I thought it would be. I mean, you just keep building this momentum of, win Defensive Player of the Year, win a Grey Cup, and then win a Grey Cup and Defensive Player of the Year. And, I've been able to start another career as a financial advisor, and that's been building and going very well. And, everything's just starting to snowball the right ways. And, Winnipeg's been great and treated us since we've been here, treated us great since we've arrived. And the organization's been the best I've played for as far as how they handle business and take care of the players, and how the coaches go about their business. I mean, it's been everything that I wanted, and then it's only gotten better. So it's really wasn't that hard to think about where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do.
Pretty clear that what you guys have built is something that, well, has already resulted in 2 championships, and there is a goal to do it again. What have the group texts been like over the last week or so with the boys on the team? As Jackson, Willie, yourself, Zach all get inked up before going to free agency when, as you mentioned, I think we all knew there probably would have been a little bit more money out there if you guys had decided to go that route.
Yeah, everyone was kind of, texting back and forth. Everyone, what's your situation? Are they talking to you? Are you coming back? And is it looking good? And so everyone kind of just guys get feelers, like, okay, is it going to work out? And then a couple people sign. It's like, okay, we're going to go for a three-peat or what? So it's kind of been the chat as a reason, like, let's go do it again. So that's definitely where everybody's mindset is, and I think it states how much we enjoy playing with each other, how much we love winning, and really recognizing how much we like Winnipeg, and we think it's the best opportunity to do it.
How would you describe the relationship between your team and the city and the fans? Because, I mean, as someone that's grown up here and has watched, hundreds and hundreds of different incarnations of professional teams, it really does seem like there's just a unique connection between your teammates and the appreciation that goes both ways with the people that fill the stadium wearing blue on game day.
Yeah, you know what? We do a great job of being in the community and being out there. The Bombers do a fantastic job, and there's a lot of guys that give their time. Me being one of them, I enjoy giving my time. But I mean, got some guys that are really good with social media too. I mean, between Willie, myself, and Andrew, some other guys that are active on social media. People can engage and talk and have conversations and feel like they're not being ignored. And so I think that's important. I enjoy reaching out and staying connected with people on social media, and I appreciate that they feel like that's what they want to do. I mean. I play for myself and my family, but I also play for the fans, and because, I hope to inspire young kids to be great, and I hope to entertain people so that they think there's nothing better than going to the IG field, on game night, so just stuff like that. So I mean, it's there is a good connection. Our fans are great. I hope that we continue to give them everything they want, and that they feel appreciated and loved as much as we really do love and appreciate it.
Adam Bighill, back of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, looking for a third straight Grey Cup championship with the Blue and Gold next season, with us here on Winnipeg Sports Talk. How'd you celebrate? Once we got through that week, or you had the event at the stadium. How did you gear down after the season? And was it mostly with the family, or did you get away at all? Or what have you been up to for the last month or so?
Well, mostly with the family through the holiday season, just really laying low and just getting ready, doing Christmas, and so last minute shopping, stuff like that, and just not doing anything, which was just so great. Good family time. And then me and the wife, Christina, we were able to get out to Maui for 10 days, just me and her, while the grandparents looked after the kids. So
nice.
That was much needed, and pretty refreshed coming back. And, now I'm taking that fresh energy and shoveling snow.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of snow to be shoveled right now, as anyone would know around here right now. What are the next couple months like for you? I mean, give us a day. I mean, are you doing a lot of work outside with the financial planning, as you mentioned? Is that a big part of your day right now? And at what point do you start ramping up to, get in shape for camp? Or is that something that is pretty much a 12-month job for you at this point?
Yeah. I mean, so I do bulk jobs, all year round. It's just the way I position my time just changes a bit. I'm generally at the office every day downtown, doing investment advising, and so typical day is I need to be at the gym to work out around 5, and I need to be usually done around 7:30. 8 to be able to get into the office, and I'm usually coming back around 4:35. So, that's kind of the typical day. I mean, I do some coaching a couple mornings a week for Recruit Ready, and they go out and coach, and I do some Bombers um, coaching in the evenings for the free program they have for Bomber Skills Camp. So, I'm kind of just always on the go and always moving and always staying busy. That's for sure.
Well, kind of just like you are on the football field, to be perfectly honest. Adam Bighill with us on Winnipeg Sports Talk. When you look ahead to 2022, I mean, you signed the contract. We've talked about the other guys that have come on. Is it pretty clear there's one goal, and it's to do something that the Canadian Football League hasn't seen since the 80s, and that's a 3-time champion in a row?
Yeah, that's obviously top of mind, and you get excited when you kind of talk about it because you know how important that is, just with it not being done in a very, very long time, and in this era of football, maybe being considered even a different kind of task and chore to be able to complete. Um, so it's there's a lot of work to be done as always, but it's starting now, and that's the important part. Guys are getting lined up to come back, and the training is starting. And when you see us in training camp, that's not when the work begins. It's already happening right now. So that's a big thing. Everyone's focused on going to get another one, go for a three-peat.
Well, we heard General Manager Kyle Walters mention that was the goal at the big party, and he's certainly doing his job right now. Speaking of management and the guys that you work with and work for, how big was in coming back was the opportunity to continue playing for Mike O'Shea, and maybe just some words on the coach and what he's meant to these back-to-back championship squads?
Yeah, I love playing for Mike. Just a fantastic coach, a fantastic person. Does it all the right way, cares about the player, cares about the person, cares about the family, cares about all the right things to make sure you can get the best out of yourself. Pushes you when you need to be pushed, and lets you manage and run yourself until otherwise need be. So he gets it. For me playing, my position and him being a Hall of Famer at the same position, we have great conversations around the game of football and linebacker as well. So, that's special. I just think he does such a good job with the culture and being consistent and having a process that we can stick to that really allows us to focus on what creates success. And that to me is the most important thing, because it's not random. It was this week, it was this, and that week it was this. It's every week these are the components that create success for us. And he just does a great job of sticking to that, and we do a great job of buying in. So, if I look at the best opportunity in the CFL to win, it's with Mike O'Shea and the Bombers right now.
Adam, this has been so much fun having you back. I mean, obviously, we're seeing in the chat people absolutely fired up that incredible day for the Bombers yesterday, getting yourself and Zach Caleros both signed. All systems go for 2022. Before we go, I've got to ask you, we had a nice little cameo from your little guy, Bo, earlier. How's the family doing? And what's next going into 2022 for Team Bighill before you get back on the gridiron this year, looking for a third championship here in the Peg?
Yeah, no, family's good. I mean, it's a little bit tough to get to school today, so it's a home day for the kids. We'll do some homeschooling, but we wanted to get away, get a little travel trip. I wanted to take them to Disney World after we won the Grey Cup, but travel right now is a little bit tricky, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make that work this year. With that being said, we're going to continue to have fun and make sure these kids are staying active in their sports and different activities here in the city. We love to go to Uptown Alley and go bowling and do arcade. We love going up there and just jump parks, just doing a bunch of fun things.
You still have a burger at Uptown Alley, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I
It's a
do.
beast, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the Big Hilla Godzilla burger. If you haven't had it, I would go get it because you've been missing out this whole time.
May have to pop by there on the weekend in time for some playoff football, get a little takeover order and try and take that one down. Adam, listen, from all the Bomber fans in the chat and here on Winnipeg Sports Talk, so great to hear that you're coming back. Congratulations again on another championship. You guys have done some really special things for this community, and can't wait to see you try to do it again next season. All the best. Be well.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. As always, appreciate you. Take care.
Thanks, Adam.